Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 7 is here, and week 6 I didn't do so good. A lot of the favorites covered, and they covered good. 8 and 6 if you bet all the favorites, and out of those 8, 5 of them were blowouts. So I like to bet, mostly, as far as the pool goes, try to pick the underdog as much as I can. But like I said, I didn't bet all those. My best bets went 2 and 2, so I can't complain. And of course, the 2 favorites won, and the 2 dogs didn't. And for our contest, we got Mobley Pledo. If I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. He's actually won 2 weeks so far. He's the leaderboard right now, and he's the best ATS for our contest at 59 and 33. And he does currently have 510 points. So it seems like I'm going to make one big old fat check to, as he's leading all the boards. If he wants to comment below and let us know who his best bets are, that'd be great. I'm sure everybody will love that. Congratulations to him, and keep up the good work. So in the news, week 1, I mentioned Cam Newton. One of the reasons he got let go from the Patriots, and they got flamed big time in the comments, is because, he was, didn't want to get vaccinated. He was out on COVID, so, and they didn't want to take the chance of him or the organization, going without a quarterback. And so they let him go, went with the rookie. So he's all over social media saying he got vaccinated and he's ready to come back to the NFL. So that in the news. That being said, I told you so. What else? Gruden again. I didn't get to read the emails. People were asking me, but I got to read the article describing the emails. Well, first when he mentioned Roger Goodell and called him all those names, I know if I would have wrote an email saying my boss or my CEO and called him all those names, yeah, I would expect to get fired. The bottom line, so. Good. He lost his job. He's no matter when. You should never call, your boss. I would think Roger Goodell would be, he's the highest man on the chain, I think. But that whole the Ring of Honor in Tampa Bay. I mean, I think that was just a little bit too much. Especially, when O.J. Simpson's still on the Bills Ring of Honor. I mean, yeah. Put 2 and 2 together. So, I don't think you should lose your status no matter what you did in life afterwards. Maybe O.J. Simpson was a great running back. Wasn't the greatest husband, but he's a good running back. So, should he lose the honor of being a good running back? No, I don't think so. My opinion, my show. What can you say? All right, and that being said, the byes this week are Buffalo, Dallas, Jacksonville, the Chargers, Minnesota Vikings, and Pittsburgh Steelers. So that being said, let's get on with the picks. And we got Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network. We got the Denver Broncos traveling to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are a 3.5-point favorite. This is going to be a tough game. Cleveland's 3-3, Denver's 3-3. Both of them are 3-3 against the spread. Can't get more even than that. And Cleveland got 3.5-point, home field advantage instead of the normal 3. I look at Cleveland, their injuries. OBJ's questionable. Baker Mayfield, he got injured, but he said he's going to play. I think Hunt and Chubb are out. So, yeah, too many injuries for me. Denver Broncos, they both teams lost last week as well. So, yeah, give me Denver to come in there, and I'm taking that 3.5 points. Even if Cleveland wins by a field goal, I still get it by that hook. Next, we got the Washington football team traveling to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are a 9.5-point home favorite. Yeah, so, Aaron Rodgers went into, everybody knows it, went into Bears. I own you, I always owned you, blah, 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 big mouth, I'm waiting for that Bears matchup next time. But does he own the Washington football team? No, he's actually 3-3 against that club. And he has blown out, like in 2013, blown them out before. This is a while ago. But 9.5 points. But you know, you look at the against the spread. Washington's only 1-5 against the spread, or Green Bay's 5-1 against the spread. Washington's defense stinks. Even they didn't even score any points against the Kansas City defense. Their offense, you know, I'm like, oh my God. Green Bay's been blowing away teams. You know, oh, they did last week. They beat Chicago by 10 points, and this spread's 9.5. I think Chicago's a lot better team than Washington. So I'm going to lay those 9.5 points and take Green Bay. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are a 4.5-point home dog. KC, I think a little bit overpriced here. Both teams won last week. Kansas City's 3-3 and Tennessee's 4-2. 4-2 displayed, you know, they beat the Buffalo on Monday night. That was a pretty impressive game. I never saw that coming. But I'm thinking, you know, Tennessee, 4.5 points, man, and you're at home. I'm getting 4.5 points, home dog, at home. Tennessee's 4-2 against the spread, and Kansas City's only 2-4 against. Tennessee, I know, is on a short week, but I'm still taking them. So give me Tennessee plus 4.5 points. Next, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are a 2.5-point home dog. Atlanta off a bye. They are on back-to-back road games. Miami just lost to Jacksonville. They're the first loss. Miami 1-5 and 2-4 against the spread. You know, Atlanta don't have great numbers either. They're 2-3 and 2-3 against the spread. This game here, it's a coin flip for me. I'm probably taking Atlanta. I think you know, they have more talent on that team, and plus they had more of a rest. So going into Miami. So yeah, give me the Atlanta Falcons minus 2.5 points. Next, we got the New York Jets traveling to the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are a 7-point home favorite. Jets off a bye. You know, this is a divisional game. New York Jets are 1-4 and 1-4 against the spread. The Patriots are 2-4 and 2-4 against the spread. The Patriots have not won a game yet. They are 0-4 at home, so they're winless at home. 7 points, divisional game. You know, what can you say? I probably, you know, I'm definitely taking the Patriots to win. They need a home win. I can see Belichick, you know, ask when you gonna win a home game. Their fans in Boston are like, they come into the games, they want to see the win. I see a big pressure just to win a game at home. So I see New England winning this game. They played a great game against Dallas last week. So give me New England Patriots minus 7. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to the New York Giants. The New York Giants are a 2.5-point home dog. Carolina 3-3 and 3-3 ATS wise. The Giants are 1-5 and 2-4 ATS. Giants just got an embarrassing loss. Remember last week I told you it's going to be the Giants. There's so many injuries. It's going to be like that Denver game where they lost all their quarterbacks last year. It's going to be such a big blowout. And that was my heavily bet team against, you know, Rams over the Giants. And I knew it was a big spread. I took every point of that too. So again here, it's only 2.5 points. I know that Carolina is not a beast like the Rams are, but the Giants do still have a lot of injuries. So I'll give you the Carolina Panthers minus that 2.5 points. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. Divisional game. Baltimore Ravens are a 6.5-point home favorite. I went back and forth on this. Cincinnati are back-to-back road games. This is a divisional game. They're, like I said last week, they improved on their defense. They look much better. But what are the games they played? Who did Cincinnati play? You know, they beat Detroit, they beat Jacksonville, they beat Pittsburgh, they beat Minnesota. You know, all combined total record of those 4 teams are 7-17. And they lost to Chicago and Green Bay. You know, Baltimore, the only loss they have is against the Raiders in overtime. And last year, Baltimore beat Cincinnati in Baltimore 27-3, and they beat them in Cincinnati 38-3. So big blowouts last year. So I think they can cover that 6.5 points. So give me Baltimore minus 6.5 points. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders are a 3-point home favorite. Like I said, long week for the Philadelphia Eagles. They had more time to prepare for this. Both teams are 3-3 against the spread. A 3-point favorite are the Vegas Raiders. I thought Vegas didn't have no chance with that bad publicity. They've been doing pretty good. Philadelphia, you know, they lost last week. So, I like Vegas to come home and, you know, show that they can win without Gruden. You know, they do have the talent, more talent than the Eagles, I think. Eagles just, you know, the last 2 times they just couldn't even get a first down. I mean, they kind of poured it near the fourth quarter, the last 2 games. But yeah, give you the Raiders. It's only 3 points. So give me Raiders -3. Next, we got the beloved Detroit Lions traveling to the LA Rams. The LA Rams are a 15-point home favorite. Oh my goodness. Detroit got blown out last week. Bad. They are 0-6, but 3-3 against the spread. The Rams are 5-1 and 4-2 against the spread. I was trying to find out last time the Lions, I can't even remember last time Lions won without Matt Stafford at quarterback. And as far as I can remember, I'm thinking it's Sean Hill, like 10 years ago. 2011, I believe Sean Hill was the last time I saw the Lions win without Matt Stafford. And Matt Stafford was injured in that game. So that was a long time, 10 years, and still haven't won. You know, everybody's calling for Blau to come in this game. I don't see that happening. He's not much better than Goff. But Goff, you know, a lot of interceptions, a lot of fumbles. He did the same thing with the Rams. Matt Stafford's facing his old team. Well, you know, blow them out like everybody else. 15.5 points. You know, I had a chance to go to this game. Shout out to my cousin Christine, who's going to this game and offered a ticket for me, but I couldn't find the time off work, and I would have loved to go on. Maybe even visit my dad. He lives out there. But yeah, as a devoted fan, I think 15 points is too much, so give me Detroit Lions plus 15 points. And yeah, they're going to lose. Next, we got the Houston Texans traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals are a 17-point home favorite. Houston got blown out last week. They're on back-to-back road games. Houston 1-5, 3-3 against the spread. Arizona 6-0 and 5-1 against the spread. So they've been killing even the spread. You know, the last 2 times the big spread against Texans, I just got ridiculed, and they lost against the spread. I even put teasers with the Houston plus they're huge, even 17 points, and they lost by more than 24. Here is probably the #1 team in the NFL right now is the Arizona Cardinals, and yeah, they're blowing away teams. So yeah, I'm not gonna like it too much, but I'm gonna do it. Arizona Cardinals -17. Next, we got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a 13-point home favorite. Yeah, no, 13 points ain't happening. Bears got decent defense. They can keep pressure on Tom Brady. And actually, last year, the Bears beat the Buccaneers 20-19. So I think the Bears defense can, you know, Tom Brady will just shell up. You know, someone coming at me, he just drops to the ground. You know, he don't get hit. I think they keep pressure on it. 17 points is 3 scores, man. You know, I think the Bears are good enough to keep up with the Tampa Bay. I know the Bucks defense, you know, their cornerbacks not so great, but you know, Chicago's offense is not that great. They kept up with you know, Green Bay last week, and Green Bay, you know, got the lucky breaks as they always do. So they would have covered, and that was one of my favorites. So I'm taking I'm taking Tampa Bay to win, but I'm taking the Chicago Bears to cover that 13 points. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are a 3.5-point home favorite. How? I don't even know. I just looked at this. I'm like, what? Might even do a reversal spread, you know. It's going to be Sunday Night Football, NBC. Colts are 4-2 against the spread. The 49ers are 1-4 against the spread. The San Francisco 49ers haven't even won a home game this year. How's this happening? I don't even know who the quarterback's going to be. And I'm definitely going to take the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, I don't even have to give you stats. Indianapolis Colts plus that 3.5 points. Last but not least, we got the Monday Night Football on ESPN. We got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are a 5-point home favorite. New Orleans Saints off a bye. Michael Thomas most likely probably won't play, but Seattle, without Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, he's been doing all right. No complaints. Try to come back, but near the end he just blows it. He's not a starter; he's a backup. Seattle, they haven't won with Geno Smith yet. 5-point spread I can live with. It's kind of, every time I see a 5, I usually bet the dog. But not in this case. I can't bear, and Seattle covered last week against Pittsburgh. I wouldn't bet at halftime. It was 14-0, but somehow, Pittsburgh blubbed that up. I don't think the Saints will. So give me the New Orleans Saints minus that 5 points. Well, that's it for the show. Try to make it fast as possible because I'm on a tight schedule today. My teasers, I got Green Bay, New England, Indianapolis. Easy peasy. Green Bay minus 2.5, New England on the money line, Indianapolis Colts plus 10.5. And my survivor will be New England. They were going to get their home victory this week. And you can go to easier picks with the Cardinals, Rams, or Green Bay. I'm saving those for later on in the season. They'll give me the Patriots as my survivor. And my best bets, I got Green Bay to cover the spread, New England cover the spread, I got the Chicago Bears covering the spread, and the Indianapolis Colts to cover the spread with a little bit of money on that money line. And thanks again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Peace. Okay, air conditioner, stop making noise now. Turn it off and it makes noise. Drive me nuts.